Alright guys, welcome to the Battlecast episode 5. Don't start laughing!
I just went, prick.
Oh, I should...
That's staying in.
Alright guys, welcome to the Battlecast episode 5. I'm so much Spud, with me is Deadly Venom and not my bush baby.
Bitch.
Alright.
Oh,
you're going to say anything else? Is that it?
Yeah, that was basically the conversation, yeah.
Right, why don't you explain why you're here?
We're here to talk about games, films, anything really, just general conversation.
We're here to bring rapture.
Yeah.
It's only a few days away.
So, in what, like a couple of weeks, we're all going to be dead?
Yeah. I've been looking for an end of the world party. You know that.
There's millions
I
of them.
thought some sort of... Yeah, I thought some kind of club would had done that, but I
Actually,
suppose
yeah,
none of them want to be so grim.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm surprised there's no leaflets or anything. Look for
I'm just gonna be sitting and playing Guild Wars 2.
I know, yeah. When it's
Yeah.
21st, it's supposed to be arriving.
Get to the chopper.
That's what I'm going to say. Get to the if I see like some massive
Can you say that on like December 20th at 11:59? Just shout, "Get to the chopper," and we'll run off.
Get to the heavens! Oh dear. Nah, nothing to laugh at. It's all fucking bullshit, but you know enough
Of course
are
it
like.
is. Yeah. So this Guild Wars 2 thing we're doing, does anyone want to explain exactly what it is? Because I don't know what it is.
Well, which bit? The Arnie stuff or the random stuff?
Yeah. Well, what all that is going to be, you know, like the Arnie thing.
Well, basically. Well, in fact,
It's basically a short story.
Yeah, the easiest way to explain it is just three friends, one of which is a Conan rip-off, one of which is a Scouse, and one of which is a Mushroom. But I think, well, he's actually Bob Marley, and they're just going on.
In disguise, I think.
Yeah, they're just going on adventures. That's really, and we just we've got some secret agent cameramen who are filming it all without them knowing. So it should be a laugh. See what they get up to.
Yeah, what we're basically
It's not.
basically
It's
going to
not
be
going to be
doing.
your conventional thing.
Yeah. It's basically just going to be the main story quests, and we're just going to put our own little spice onto it.
Our little spice.
Yeah, our little spice. It's
Especially-
we're going to put voiceovers and everything.
Especially
You know, I can't wait.
these spices specially cultivated in my loft, along with all the weed.
I really can't believe how hard the level 30 dungeon is.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's like one of the hardest dungeons in the game so far. I mean, the 70 dungeon was pretty hard, and I haven't tried the 81 yet.
it's seriously how
Other
much
than
we
that, it's
died.
the 30 dungeon. Hmm.
Just ridiculous.
What did you?
And explore mode's even harder.
What did you feel about the mini boss thing? And you've got to pull the chain to stop all the traps coming up from the floor. You even bother
Oh,
pulling
we
the
didn't
chain, or did
actually.
you just-
We had a warrior with us, and he literally just dashed straight to him, pulled the chain, and we didn't really have to do anything.
I went to go over there. I ninja rolled twice, but by the time I'd landed the second time, I was dead.
Yeah, he just instantly died.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Wasn't-
But the person we was with kept saying, "Oh, we don't have to do this bit." I was like, "Oh, come on, you got to do all of it, because otherwise you've not done it properly."
Yeah, he can't bitch out.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can't be checked. No.
That's why I don't mind dying a lot if I get it done.
Yeah.
It's just like when we was going well before, and then all of a sudden we got wiped because that guy left, who was so like the guy who was getting everyone's attention. he just suddenly left. So all of a sudden they just spread out, and none of us realised until it was too late.
Yeah, you just disappeared.
So it became a bit of a pain in the ass. But we got fifth person, but then that guy dropped again. But when we completed it, I'm surprised we completed it with 4.
Yeah, but we only had to do
But-
the last. It was the king and the twins, wasn't it? We had to do with the 4.
No, we had to do the Necro woman as well.
How did you do the twins?
We
Well, you have to split them apart.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Chris just sacrificed himself basically to keep
Yeah.
Vassar away.
Oh, because
And I was running up to them, and because my main, he does like with his rifle, he does a shot that knocks someone like quite far back, and it knocks me back as well. So whenever they was getting close together, I was just running up to them and just blasting myself off.
it's like a There's a move that hunters have on where called disengage. It's a little bit like that.
Yeah, but it
Basically,
actually does damage.
Yeah, I know, but it's the kind of
Yeah.
same principle, isn't it? You shoot them and then just fuck off.
Yeah.
That's right, because I've seen a few clips, and what you can do is you can drag them up the corridor and then you can pull one into a second room and close the doors to split them off.
Oh, why didn't we think of that?
we could have
Why
picked
didn't
up
we
the
think of
boulder.
that?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so smart.
Well, we
So
can do that
time
next
you
time,
do
can't
it,
we?
I'll say, next time you do it, because how it works.
Did you watch Explore mode or AC, or like just the story then? You must have watched Explore.
No. What I had watched, it was I don't know what actually. Wait, what? It must have been Explore because it was like a couple of press people with some of the devs doing it. Like when it was on beta.
Ah, right.
In fact, because it was beta, I don't know if it's still possible to do it that way. Because it was on beta, so.
It might not be actually because they didn't really come from the bottom, did they? The bottom circle.
Yeah, I suppose that would get rid of the entire challenge though, so they would have probably got rid of that.
Yeah.
Because I know when I watched the clip, all the devs were like, wow, we've never seen anyone do this. You've got like some press people just coming in and just said, well, why don't you just drag one into another room and close the doors? And apparently the devs are really impressed with it. So, from what I could gather from watching the video and listen to the comments, they didn't seem like they were going to patch it out or anything, but they could have done just to make it more difficult.
But
I think they would have done because that dungeon is intentionally hard.
yeah, it's purely difficult. Not even the bosses are easier than bloody rangers.
Yeah. It's mental, but do you know what? It's just because of that stupid AoE damage they do.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous,
When they
especially as you're scaled down.
yeah, when they put the spikes up.
Oh,
So
really?
annoying. It slows you and does a dot on you as well.
Bleeding, and you get bleeding damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Overpowered.
Yeah, but that's why I equipped my engineer with this thing that converts all the debuffs into buffs for me. So that's how I was staying alive so long most of the time.
Oh.
When you go into that dungeon, you have to have stuff like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna spend your entire life facing the floor.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
I just said they're not twins. They're supposed to be partners, aren't they?
Yeah, them lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Because earlier we was like twins and they're in the lovers chamber.
Yeah, and she even says, "I'm gonna get my lover Vassar," and I was just like, incest,
Yeah.
incest.
Hey, Game of Thrones. Don't
Yeah,
put it past,
it's not Game of Thrones. What's going on?
say, don't put it past anyone else to fucking doing stuff.
I can't wait for the third series of that, honestly.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. There's a recent
Yeah.
video on YouTube about one of the creators was like, say creator, one of the producers. It was like, we've got the first few episodes of them. I don't watch it, but I assume that's what it was.
Oh, wicked.
I've only watched 4 episodes so far of the first season. I'm slacking.
It gets better.
That's the only reason to have HBO anywhere is for that series. Honestly,
Oh,
it's worth it just for
the
that.
one of my favourite bits was the gold crown bit. You
Yeah.
know, the
Crown fit for a king.
yeah, and the oh man, that must have fucking hurt.
Fire cannot kill a dragonborn. Shut up.
I was gonna say.
Oh, I got a question as well, actually. The brother and sister that got cast out of the
Yeah.
actual kingdom, yeah? And he's trying to get that army, so he basically prostitutes his sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Does she actually, like,
Turns out she loves it.
yeah, does she actually, like, kill him at some point, or what? Because
She don't.
Kill
cause
who?
he's hit her, like, twice so far.
No, that's what I'm talking about
Oh,
with
do
the.
you want us to spoil it?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
do you want
spoil it
the-
for me.
Yeah, but do you want the viewers to have the spoilers?
Oh, that's a good point.
Mm.
No, leave
Then
it.
again,
Leave it.
you can just. Well, I can tell you, you can just cut this bit out.
Then again, it's been years now.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll tell it.
Someone's gotta watch it.
Basically, basically, he ends up marrying her into that fucking big, massive nomad guy. Have you seen him yet?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he keeps banging the shit out of her.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
shagging her right.
She actually ends up falling in love with him, which pisses the brother off even more, to be honest. And it's been a while and nothing's happened, and this brother's getting a bit tetchy because he's not got
Yeah,
the army.
Where I am at the
Yeah.
moment, it is actually like she's actually started to learn how to pleasure him better and stuff.
Yeah. Well, this.
Oh yeah, cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this brother of hers is getting pissed off because he's not got the army he's been promised. So what he does is he storms into like some ceremonial banquet thing, and he's like demanding this stuff to this nomad chief. And he's like, "I want my golden crown." And so this nomad.
Yeah, but what you got to remember that in this town they're not allowed to draw their swords.
No, they're not allowed to draw. Well, it's more of the fact in this certain tent, it's like really fucking everyone's proper. I don't know. I can't actually remember what was going on in this tent.
She was eating a horse's heart at one point. Remember?
Yeah, she had this
become
huge,
part of the clan.
Yeah, horse's heart. But anyway, look. Long story short, he storms in and he's demanding this golden crown. He draws his sword and he goes to attack his sister. And to try and get the point across that he wants this fucking shit. And so the nomad stands up. He's actually called Khal Drogo. Khal Drogo stands up. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll give you a golden crown. Paul, like, he tips out. There's like a bowl. It's like a cauldron of summit boiling.
Yeah, he puts like
And
necklaces
he
and,
puts,
all that kind of
he
stuff
puts
in it.
loads of necklaces and anything that's gold. He puts it in there, melts it down. He gets two of his guys to grab this brother, they break his arms so he can't escape, and then he just tips all this gold on his head.
Fucking hell.
And basically fucking melts his face.
Yeah, and then he just drops to the
Yeah.
floor, and you hear like a big
Clunk.
metal thud.
Tonk!
Yeah.
It's good.
Right, I've got a question for you, lot. Right,
Yeah.
why, what attracted you to Guild Wars? Because I know you both played Warcraft a lot,
Yeah.
so I wanted to know what
Well,
brought you over and what's keeping you here. I know what's keeping you here. It's me, obviously, but
basically,
I
I mean,
what do you find good and stuff?
I did. When it was announced, and I've seen the first few vids and stuff, I was like, that looks. Fuck. We tried Terror as well, hadn't we, at one stage?
Yeah,
I
and
think-
Rift and
Oh,
stuff.
Terror Online.
And Rift, yeah, we had Rift, and I think it got to a point where, I mean, we had WoW, and we enjoyed playing WoW, but I just felt like I wanted a bit more diversity. So, you know, we played Rift. It was good for like a week, and then it got just shit. Rift was terrible. Terra wasn't much better. And then when Guild Wars 2 was announced, I sat down there and I was like, I'm going to pre-order this. I'm going to pre-order this, play it when it comes out. And that was the plan for me. And then up until like a month before it came out, I was like, nah, I ain't going to bother doing it. I'm going to wait to see what... Because you know, when we did Rift, we got that, we jumped the gun, we bought it was crap. We got Terror, we jumped the gun, it was crap.
It was
So
crap.
this time I'm going to see what reviews are like and what people actually say about it. So, but Adam and Spud got it anyway, and they played it, and I don't know, like, what did you think of it when you first played it?
Well, I didn't actually like it when I first started playing it. It was just too different. Like
That's what I was going to say.
yeah.
A lot of Warcraft players have trouble adjusting to it.
Yeah, I didn't like it because like the whole quest thing, it was just dead weird to me compared to WoW. So I just stuck with WoW like a little good bum boy, and then I just got fed up with WoW. Like, I still like WoW and I still will play WoW, but I do prefer Guild Wars. And the main thing that brought me over to Guild Wars 2 was the World versus World, because on WoW we are massive PvP players.
Yeah, massive. I mean,
Oh, right.
Because I do want to bring the question up actually, because on where it seems way too linear. And the problem with WoW is it doesn't matter what area you're in, what level you're in, what expansion you're running at, there's always the fucking, oh, go and get me 10 of these quests. Do you know what I mean? Get me 10 of them, kill 30 of them. Constantly. And because like I say, Spud says, because we're fucking bum boys, you know, we don't really care, because it's WoW, we just let our brains
The end game's good, let's ride.
Yeah, and we just let our brains melt out our ears. But having since played Guild Wars, I don't know why I didn't play it sooner, because it is really good. I do so much prefer the quest. To be honest, personally, I think everything about it's a lot better. So, I mean, but as Spud said, I'll still probably play WoW every now and again. But I think Guild Wars, it's definitely an eye opener compared to every other MMO I've played. It's definitely like it's got to be top of the list for me.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing it. I was going to say about, you know where it says like collect 10 something?
Yeah.
In Guild Wars, they have similar quests, but I think even just having a little bit more variety makes it, and not having a set number also helps.
Yeah.
Because you just go into an area and there's a bar.
Yeah.
Just shows up, and there's like, do a bunch of these things, do whatever you want. I think that it makes it seem less monotonous, because then you don't have to go, oh,
yeah,
where are these
it's not
pigs or
one.
whatever.
It's not one set thing. It's like you can either pick up revive companions, or you can slay these and stuff like that. That's
yeah. It's like more than one way to get to the end. You know, to get to the end. Because like you say, no, revive these, or pick them up, or do this, or do that. You can either. It's just less linear. It's just so much better.
There's one thing I gotta say as well is for the World versus World.
Hang on, if we're interrupting everyone, I'm joking.
if you're a low level and you're gonna go do World versus World, it's kind of pointless. Like, you still get the stat boost, but without the gear and like the better weapons for spells and all that jazz. It just seems pointless.
Yeah, well, if you want to play a defensive role, like, you can do like more, like, you can help out more, because like sometimes there's like 100 people attacking one gate and you'll be on the other side of that gate, and what you can do is you can go up onto the roof, and sometimes you can operate like arrow carts and stuff like that. If you're willing to go spend like 20 silver or something like that on an arrow cart, and then you can build it using the supplies from the fort. So you stick that on top of the base, and then you can use that to rain down proper heavy damage on the enemy.
Yeah.
And that way you're actually being useful and everything.
Oh, I've just got to say...
If you...
Go on, carry on, you haven't finished, boy.
I was going to say, if you do have an arrow cart and you're defending against that many sort of people, you will see your daily kills go very high, very quick.
Yeah.
But I have just got to say, I'm drinking some lemonade and it tastes like fucking shit.
Good to know.
Oh, it's horrible.
Like, when I first ever played before I decided to uninstall it. Um, Basically, I had a Char Guardian, and I got him to level 6 or 7, I think. And I did a World versus World, because that's mainly what I wanted to do. And
Yeah.
I just got stuck, like
sorry.
everyone was just battering me, I couldn't do anything.
He was like, "Where's my healer?"
Yeah, you definitely gotta get out of that frame of mind. Coming from WoW is like thinking people have set roles. No, shut up.
Because Guild Wars, you have to do lots of dodging and lots of self healing.
Yeah.
Dodging, people don't understand how like you can dodge regular attacks, so it's like so useful just for getting out of situations.
That's the thing I'm not getting used to at the moment, is quickly dodging stuff, yeah. It's annoying me. I can dodge majority of stuff, but sometimes I just forget.
Because I don't use like a gaming mouse pad or anything, I find it really difficult to hit like fucking A or D and V at the same time to try and roll.
Why? What do you use?
Keyboard, but I use WAS and D to move, and my thing's V, and I find it really difficult to move my fingers in the right position to roll.
Oh, I use my thumb.
Wait, you guys have to press V?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you double tap left, it'll dive left. If you double tap right, it'll dive right.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I use V mainly because it's next to the jump button as well, so I just keep my thumb rested on both keys.
Actually,
It's easy that way for me.
I do want to say, when someone was on about the PvP and you said, "Oh, where's my healer?" Even play PvP on where you're lucky to get a fucking decent healer.
Yeah, and if you are a healer, you're fucked anyway.
Yeah. If you're a healer, basically, say there's a map called Warsong Gulch, and there's a big open plain. If you're a healer and you walk in that big open plain, you might as well just sit down yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna get sapped by a rogue and fucking two-bombed.
Yeah. You're just stunned, yeah, because they're constantly invisible. Oh, fuck's sake, you walk anywhere, all of a sudden...
That sounds a bit OP.
It is, they really are.
Well, you don't really get two-bombed, that's more if you're low level and you've got heirlooms as a rogue, but high,
I think,
I was a rogue. To 85 PvP, I was a rogue. And I had, because there was 2 tiers to your PvP, there was the Honor, and then there was Valor. No, it was... Yeah, it was Valor, wasn't it?
Honor and Conquest.
Oh, Conquest, that's the one. I had, I think I was missing 2 pieces of Conquest gear. And, I could go into BGs and just rack up all the points easily. That's why I think, WoW is a little bad as well for PvP, is because of gear and everything. It should be set.
Yeah,
it should be set to what gear goes into what.
Yeah.
The beginning of in Guild Wars 2, they said they was making it PvP friendly, and that's where a lot of the game's strengths are, because the structured PvP is very good. I'm not very good at it, but it is good. I know it is. I just get destroyed when I go on though.
I was gonna say, I think.
And when you do PvP though, you get they put you at level 80 and they give you specific gear for PvP. So then you've got all of that and your skills and stuff. So it's like pure strategy. And I think you can upgrade it and stuff. I'm not quite sure because I don't do a lot of PvP. I do World v World because that's fun. Like the jump puzzle, isn't that fun, Spud?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I wasn't even there. Like, I wasn't even there.
How long was it in the end?
I could feel your pain.
We spent a good 3-4 hours. And we still didn't do it.
I threw my mouse across the room, I remember that.
It was just that one jump off that branch, man.
Yeah.
But when she did it once...
so annoying. I've done it twice.
See, once you've done it once, can you actually go back into another World v World and get another chest and items?
Yeah, but I think you have to wait, like, maybe a day or something. To be fair, I can't see anyone doing that like once every 5 minutes or anything anyway.
I just get pissed off.
Get so frustrated. You got right to that last jump and then you failed.
Yeah. If I got that jump, you said I would have basically done it then.
Yeah, because once you make that little gap, there's just a few little cliffy rocks, and then there's like if you fall back down to a ledge. So
It didn't jump. No, I pressed space and it just didn't do anything.
that's what mine kept doing. I kept getting to the edge, and then it just falling off into the water.
How aggravating.
Thing is, I like the jump puzzles in the game. I think they are quite challenging. A lot of them.
Yeah, some of them as well. If you mess it up, you die.
Yeah, there's a few where if you do mess it up, like, or there's one where if you fall into like a pit of like mobs, and you've got to try and fight your way out if you want to start again. It's a pain in the ass. We should do some of those and upload them.
Yeah, just do a couple of jumps.
A couple of jumps. Oh, let's film a couple of jumps today, boys.
I'm just upset that I can't use my blink. You should be able to.
Obviously. No, fuck off.
If you
Fuck off. No,
That's what I
obviously.
You should.
Obviously.
no, because it makes it too easy.
Well,
What's the point?
it makes it too easy because it has a 900 range. If it was a shorter range and you could only do for some jumps, then you should be able to do it.
No, because what you'd be like,
What's
oh, look at that gap. Blink.
No, because you can't blink while jumping.
Ah, bullshit, man. Again,
You
for
can't?
good reasons. For good fucking
no?
reasons.
Do you know how a lot of people do the gaps?
How?
They you can get a banner that gives you swiftness,
Cheaters.
and then they just use that to you can jump further when you have it because you run faster and everything. So a lot of people just hold the banner the entire time and just do all the jump puzzles. I think it's a warrior skill actually, so you might be able to get old Arnie to do
In
it.
that case, yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you can't use your blink, can I not
Or
use my
Maverick
leap
Slaughter.
Can I like use my leap of
Yeah.
faith or anything? Does it?
No, you wouldn't be able to.
No,
it
no.
literally puts you to the edge of where you're standing.
Oh. What the dude?
Alright guys, well that's the end of episode 5. We hope you
Like,
enjoy
comment,
it. See you next time.
subscribe, suck my dick.
Bye. Yes.